His defensive coordinator on the Giants was Tom Landry, and of offensive coordinator was Vince Lombardi. So Frank Gifford was and is football NFL royalty.
Oh, no question. And it showed. 7-time Pro Bowler, led the Giants to all sorts of titles, and actually played for the team twice. He retired once after a debilitating concussion, and he's sort of half of a famous photograph when he was just steamrolled. A vicious hit by the Philadelphia Eagles player, who then raised his arms in triumph and kind of was pumping his fist. Chuck Bednarik was a rough linebacker and a future Hall of Famer, and when Gifford dropped the ball and lay motionless, Bednarik waved his arms and shook his fist, and that became a popular photograph. But it was Gifford as much as anybody else who helped popularize the NFL to the degree that it is today.
Yeah, you talk about his playing days, and then you talk to 20-year-olds today. They don't understand how big Monday Night Football was. There was only 3 stations, yes. four channels, and that VHF station, and everybody watched Monday Night Football.
And that was by design. Roone Arledge, when he created Monday Night Football, wasn't interested in making it a sports show. He wanted an entertainment show, and he got it with this cast of characters. Gifford was the good guy with the movie star good looks and kind of the no-nonsense delivery. And then Cosell was sort of New York bombast. And Don Meredith was like this, I don't know, country hick good old boy kind of thing.
Yeah.
and it worked, and it was awesome. And the 3 of them became celebrities in their own right and helped, again, push the NFL into a spotlight that eventually overtook Major League Baseball.
We're seeing a lot of old photos online right now, and he truly did have good movie star good looks. I never knew
a good-looking guy.
Frank Gifford was that good-looking, and honestly, he did have an extraordinary life.
His wife said so. Kathy Lee Gifford said this is not a tragedy. Frank lived a good, full life. And look, he had his share. He had the thing with the stewardess, and so there was a little tabloid to him, but nobody cared. Again, it was part of that different era where
she did, but yeah.
Kathy Lee Gifford. Kathy Lee Gifford cared, I think.
Maybe she cared, but
crying on Regis.
Besides that, look, he had 3, 4 wives. Whatever, it didn't matter. He was sort of this larger-than-life guy.
People didn't care. That's right.
Yeah, well, that was it was a tabloid paid a stewardess to sort of hoodwink him up to the apartment or hotel room and sort of took advantage of him, if you will, and that was
he fell for it.
That was sort of the big scandal at the end of his NFL career, or his NFL broadcasting career. Yeah. All right, there you go. So is the NFL planning on doing anything other than that moment of silence last night?
There was. I haven't heard of anything else. Although I'm sure the Giants are going to do things throughout the season. He was called the Giants' current owner, John Mara. Called him just the giant of giants.
Yeah.
And to anybody who grew up in that era, when the Giants were pretty much the only game in the Northeast.
Yeah, and then Bruce Jenner was Cody's godfather, and Frank Gifford was Kylie Jenner's godfather.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just read that last night. I didn't know that either. I knew they were close, and I knew about Bruce Jenner, but I didn't know that Gifford, was Kylie's
How about
godfather.
That?
Yeah.
Well,
she tweeted out some kind of condolence message, and
See, that's why I tune into this show.
That's why you tune
I
in.
learn things.
Aaron Katersky, ABC News correspondent. Have a good day, Aaron. Thanks for checking in.
See you, McGraw.
8:25 here, Big 550 KTRS. Yeah, that's an interesting little tidbit there along the way.
I'm going to show you.
All right. We've still trying to reach out with Antonio French, St. Louis City Alderman, who was out there last night, who has tweeted a couple of interesting little comments this morning, including the comment he tweeted out that during the reign of gunfire last night in Ferguson, he invited 4 people into the Heal St. Louis offices to protect them from the gunfire while he was out front. Now, I'm paraphrasing. This is more than 140 characters. While he was out front, they stole the computers and the laptops and the iPads. And then he said, "Shake my head." I think we're all shaking our heads after last night, but we're trying to get Antonio French. We're trying to figure out his schedule and our schedule so we can get him on. So stick around for that, and then we'll take some phone calls and some comments next hour, because I do truly want to understand what the protesters want. What do they want? We'll talk about that throughout the morning. 8:26 here, Big 550 KTRS.